Assalamu alaikum. Today, inshallah, we will take Unit 12. The title of Unit 12 is Keeping Safe. The first word, it will be angle. And there's difference between angle and angel. Angel, when you say Allah and His angels. But angle, we use it in math. Blink, bright, bright, brightness, flat, flat. We can use flat with many words like flat battery, flat battery. You can say flat tire, flat. Flatter equal empty, empty. We can use flat, the opposite of heel, flat. When you say heeled shoes, you say the opposite of heel is flat, flat shoes, heeled, flat. Uh, height, we use high and height. How high and what height? How high? What height? Moisture, permanent. The opposite of permanent is temporary. And you have to know that permanent equal last forever. Permanent, last forever. Temporary, position equal prestige. My position, that means my prestige. Prevention takes the preposition from. Prevention from. You can protection. Prevention, that means protection. Head teacher. Head teacher equal headmaster. Headmaster. Rest. And you have to know that we use rest with have and take. Have a rest. Take rest. Have a rest. Take a rest. Damaging. We can say damage and do damages. Do damages. Health problem. Healthy. The opposite of healthy is unhealthy. Unusual. And the opposite of usual, unusual. Adult. Bring. Relation. And we have another word, relationship. Mainly. Painful. When you say painful, that mean has many pains. And the opposite of painful is painless. Painless. The opposite of painful, painless. Recommend. Recommend, it's a verb that takes to recommend plus subject, infinitive, and the verb plus ing, and the verb plus ing. I recommend traveling to Alexandria. I recommend traveling to Alexandria in winter. I recommend you travel. I recommend you travel. Recommendation. You have to know that recommendation take. Make recommendation. Smoke alarm. Fire alarm. Period. Equipment. And you have to know that equipment take much equipment because it's uncountable noun. Much equipment. Experience maybe it will be countable and uncountable noun. Experience. Countable and uncountable. So you can say much experience, many experiences. Much experience, many experiences. Viewer, level. Smooth. Measure. Stretch equal expand. Stretch, expand. Electrical. We can say electrical equipment. Symbol, socket, point out. Plug. And the plug takes the preposition end. Plug in, unplug. Major, that mean. Majority. When you say the majority, that mean the most of. Majority. Overload. Fire extinguisher. We have the verb extinguish without er. Extinguish. Activity. You have to know that we use activity with do. Do activity. Action. Common. That mean everywhere. Common usage, common disease, and so on. Common usage. Ache. We can use it with head ache, stomach ache. We can say tooth ache, and so on. Serious. Uh, repetitive. From the word repeat, strain, injury, involve. Maybe the same meaning of include. Include. Sore. We can use it with sore throat. sore throat. He has a sore throat. Use, avoid, avoid, avoid. Takes verb plus ing. He avoided making friends with bad people. Personal, include, remind of, remind of. He reminded me of traveling. He reminded me of doing, and so on. Blanket, connect to. When you have devices and you wanted to connect the mobile with the computer or the internet and so on, it will be connected. And the opposite of connect is disconnect. Connect, disconnect. Lid that mean cover. Lid, cover. The lid of the bottle that means the cover of the bottle. Poor, simplicity, low, measurement, slide, slightly, screen, fire, bathroom, basic rules, sit straight, explain, go on equal continue, go on, continue, uh, go on and the continue plus verb plus ing. He goes on traveling, he goes on doing his exercises and so on. Persuade, persuade, persuade takes two, persuade two. He persuaded me to do. He convinced me to do. Intend to. Intend to. Sensible. The opposite of sensible is insensible. Sensible. Insensible. Escape from. Escape from. After the vocabulary, we have some prepositions and idioms. We can read them together. Listen and try to repeat after me. Take a break from, make a changes to, it takes ages, ages that mean a long time, fly at a height of, look into the future, computer related, repetitive strain injury, take regular breaks, do strength stretching exercises, find it helpful to, in case the worst happens, increase on, work out, a fire escape plan, let down, cope with, focus on, being used, to do with, move around, put out, take an action, make worse, everyday life. Uh, Everyday here as an adjective, and we can put a noun after it. But if you have every space day, it's an adverb, so we can't use it. So there is a big difference between every day and every day. Every day with a space, it's an adverb. But every day without a space, it's an adjective. So we say everyday life, everyday routine, and so on. But I go to school every day, every month. We can say everyday routine. Why? Because this is an adverb. But everyday here as an adjective. Related to, related to. Full advice, spend on. After the vocabulary and the preposition, inshallah, the next video we will answer the question on Unit 12. See you soon, inshallah.